Alright, Brush Monkeys, welcome back. This week we're starting in on some more chibis from Reaper Miniatures. This is the Small World Monique. And she is kind of a evil paladin kind of character. Not really sure what she is exactly. I've seen a bunch of them paint her up as a vampire and that kind of thing, but since I can't find anything about the character online, I'm just going to paint her the way I want to paint her. And it's going to start with some dark skin tones, and I'm kind of going to go for a little bit of a goth look with her makeup. I got some purple eyeshadow. I'm going to do black like wingtips on her eyes and black lips and that kind of thing. So I think it's going to look really good. I've got a couple different paints out for her eyes. I'm going to make her eyes red. I'm going to do this cloth on the back red. Her armor is going to be night scales with gold trim. So yeah, I think she's going to look pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and set this off and get started on the skin, and we'll come back and take a look at her. All right, see you soon. Bye. Alright, we made some progress on our Monique here. As you can see, I got her skin tones done. She's looking really good. Really like how that looks. A little bit of overpaint in a few places, but you know, that happens. How I did her skin here is I used, these are all Army Painter paints from the new skin tone set. Well, relatively new skin tone set. This is Tiger's Eye skin for her base. Then I gave that a shade wash of soft skin wash. And then I layered it back in with the tiger skin again. Then I mixed tiger skin and jasper skin. And then that was for most of the highlights. And then for the very highest highlights, just, you know, her brow, nose, cheeks, tops of her breasts. Just pure jasper skin. I think that looks really fantastic, and it's a good base for what I'm going to do next, which is her eyes. The eyes are a big part of any chibi figure, so I'm going to do these, and then I'm going to do a tutorial on how I did them. So stick around for that. See you soon. Bye. Alright, we're back, and her eyes are done. Let me zoom in on that so you can see how well these came out, because I'm really super stoked with how these came out. The Druchii Violet turned out a little too thin for these eyes, so I just went with Vallejo Game Color Extra Opaque Heavy Violet for her eyeshadow, her eyelids. And I think that came out really well. It allowed me to knock back that black a little bit where it had gotten a little bit out of pocket. And then the eyes just came out stupid good, I think. I'm just really stupid happy with how those came out. So, because I'm so happy with how they came out, I'm going to do a quick tutorial for how they were done. And the paints we used, I'm going to run down the paints, and then I'm going to take a break here, and then we'll come back and look at the, I'll draw out some eyes where you can see them on the sketch pad, like I did with the plaid last week. Okay, so we're using matte black for the eyeliner and the pupils. Using Vallejo Game Color Scarlet Red for the dark red. You want 3 shades of red here. You want a mid-tone, a dark tone, and a highlight. So, well, not really a highlight, but a lighter tone. So the dark tone is going to be the Scarlet Red. The mid-tone, we're using Citadel's Mephiston Red. For the lighter tone, we're using the Maricil Red from Reaper Master Series Pathfinder line. And then for that little white dot of highlight, we're using Army Painter Matte White. So I'm going to take a little break here, and then, like I said, we'll come back and do a step-by-step tutorial on the sketch pad for how I did this. Okay? All right, see you soon. Bye. All right, we're back, and I've got a little sketch out thing of her eye on here. Ignore the plaid, is from a previous video, if you remember the Highland Heroine we did last week, I think. But here we've got roughly the shape of her eye and the eyelid here. So I'm going to show you how I did her eye fairly step by step here. For starters, I did the cat's eye thing where I just kind of went black around the inside, and on the bottom I kind of went down a little bit like that, and then back up. And then from the bottom, you can't really see it on the right eye because it is covered up by the hair. But I come with just a little bit outside the thing there, and then back down like that. So this kind of exaggerated the shape of the eye. I'm trying to keep this on camera here. Alright, so that's the shape of the eye. Then I took the purple, just kind of went cover that up. Now if your black got a little out of pocket, you can fix it when you do the purple, because the purple will kind of cover it up. You can also fix it when you do the ivory. And the ivory, I guess I should have included that with the colors. The ivory is your whites of your eye. And all you do is you kind of, and you can use it to kind of clean up the black a little bit too, which is just real carefully. There you go. Out to the outer edge, just like that. All right. Now, anime eyes are kind of fun to do, and that's one of the reasons why I like doing chibis, because you get to do these big anime eyes and get to do things that you don't do with your regular eye painting, which is just usually just a line of white and a dot. This you can actually get into some light and shadow and make it look really cool. So what I'm going to do is I take a little bit of my Mephiston red here. That's going to be your mid-tone, and you're going to kind of, wherever you want it, you want to kind of draw a circle that just touches the bottom edge of the eye, but at the same time most of the circle is going to be, well, not most of the circle, but a good chunk of the circle is going to be covered up by the upper eyelid. If you look at your own eyes, you can see what I'm talking about there, but just like that. Okay, next you're going to take your lighter color, your lightest shade here, and what I like to do is I put the lighter shade on the outside bottom edge, kind of, I can't even tell if I'm touching this or not. Bear with me a second. Just go along bottom edge of the circle. You're going to kind of trace the edge of the circle. You don't want to go too far outside it, but kind of like that. And it doesn't look like it's a huge difference, but it is a very subtle difference. See if I can zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so now you can kind of see where the lighter red's right outside the outside edge there. Next, with your darker edge, or your darker red, you're going to do just the opposite. You're going to go where you went to the outside bottom edge, you're going to go to the inside top edge with your darker color. Just kind of dab it in like that. That got a little onto the black, but that's okay. You can always go back with your black and neaten that up a little bit. Gonna need your black for the next step anyway. There you go. So now the black's all neatened up. While you got your black on your brush, go ahead and do the pupil right in the middle. Just like that. Try to make it a little more round than I did, but you get the idea. Okay. And then as a final touch, with I do a little dot of light reflection. Just dink. Just like that. Now, whatever side you do that on, do it on the same side on the other eye, because that's where your light is coming from. So if you look on her, I did a little dot of light reflection on the upper left-hand part of her left eye, and I did it on the upper left-hand part of her right eye too. And that's it. That's all she wrote for doing anime eyes. It's a lot easier than people make it out to be. And it's kind of a subtle effect. Like I said, the dark red and the light red are very slightly different than the mid-tone red, but it does make a difference, and it ends up looking really good when it's done. So that's all you do. All right. I'm going to take a break here, and then we'll come back and continue on with Monique. See you soon. Bye. Alright, so we're back, and we made a little more progress on our girl here. As you can see, I got her hair done, and it's looking really good. This is the Black Templar contrast paint over the Zenithal Prime. So I think it looks really good. It's going to take a few minutes for it to dry. You can see it's still wet. But up next, we're going to paint the armor. And the armor is going to be using a couple of paints from the Army Painter Metallics range. Going to be using night scales for the main part of the armor. And this is like a metallic black. It's like a really, really, really dark gunmetal color. It looks really good. I really like using this as a as an armor color because it's nice metallic kind of bluish black. It looks really fantastic. And I think that's going to be set off nicely with this bright gold from their metallic. This is from the metallic color range. This is from their metallic range, their box sets. And bright gold is a really nice yellowish metallic gold. Fantastic bright color. That's going to be for the armor. In addition, her sword hilt and pommel are going to be done with greedy gold. But that's going to be coming up later. We got to get to her sword first. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the night scales in the bright gold. And then we'll come back and see how she looks. All right, so I'll see you soon. Alright, we got her metallics done. You can see her armor is all nice and black, and her shield is gold and black. And I got the gold done on the sword hilt here. She's looking pretty spiff. I really like how she's turning out so far. Next, I'm going to use Flesh Terror's red on this skirt and the loincloth in front. And then I'm going to go over, she's got 2 pouches here, and I think I might have just missed some armor there. But yeah, she's got a couple of pouches here and the straps on her shield. And I'm going to go over those with Wraithbone before I do them in Snakebite leather, kind of bring out that leather color. And then the blade of her sword is actually going to be black with red dry brush on it. It's kind of a demon sword. So I think it's going to look pretty spiff. She's looking really good. All right, see you soon. Bye. Alright, I did the fabric on her, the loincloth and skirt on the back, and that looks really, really good. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. However, it is a little dark, and it didn't contrast quite as well as I would have liked. So I think the Astrath red that I'm going to use on the blade, which you can see I've painted black, the Astrath red I'm going to use on the blade, I'm going to use a light layer of it on the skirt and loincloth too, just to kind of bring out that texture and the folds a little bit. But she's coming along really well. I really like how she's turning out. So I'm going to go dry brush all that stuff, and then we'll come back and take a look at her. All right, see you soon. Alright, another progress update. I've got her reds all dry brushed, and they look really good. I went ahead and did the Wraithbone and on the leather straps on her shield and on her pouches there. And as I was doing the Wraithbone, I realized that she was actually wearing 2 different pouches there. She's wearing 2 separate pouches. So to give them a little bit of a differentiation, I painted the forward one in Snakebite leather, and I painted the other one in Army Painter Hardened leather from their Speed Paints range. This is a really nice little kind of reddish brown, and you can see the one's kind of brown, one's kind of reddish brown. And then of course her strap's got Snakebite leather, and so for all intents and purposes she's done. I just have to do the base. And these cobblestones are going to be Basilicum gray, and then the edge and this larger base are going to be painted with Thanos black. So I'm going to go ahead and call this lady pretty much done. We've reached that point in the video where the next time you see her, she is going to be completely finished. So I'm going to go ahead and base her, and then we'll show you the finished gal. All right, see you soon. Bye. All right, brush monkeys, there she is, our finished Monique. Small World Monique. I think she came out really fantastic. I'm really loving how she looks. I'm particularly still proud of the eyes. I did 2 tutorials on the eyes, and I love how those came out. The base came out really nice. After the Basilicanum Gray, I gave it a dry brush of Dawnstone Gray, just to bring out that stony texture. But yeah, she's looking really good. So I'm really happy with how she turned out. Thank you for joining me. Next week we'll be starting in on a different chibi figure, a wizard. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye. Hey Brush Monkeys, Tom here. If you like what you see, click like down below. I think it's over on that side. If you want to be notified when new videos come out, click subscribe. New videos post mostly on Fridays. The regularly scheduled ones post on Fridays, but you know, if something comes up, I'll post something anytime. So go check that out. Click like, click subscribe. Both of those help with my YouTube numbers. If you want to rock some of the Fly Monkey merch, like a t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt, sweatshirt, hoodies, masks, whatever, go check out our merch store at storefrontier.com/FlyMonkeyStudios. If you want to support me in other ways, there's my Amazon wish list. Feel free to check that out. Check out our Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook accounts. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.